Welcome to Monograph Matters. I'm talking today with Dale Hay and Kay Cook about their SRCD monograph on children's prosocial and aggressive behavior. This discussion focuses on the origins of their work. Can you tell us about the origins of your work? How did you get involved in studying prosocial and aggressive behavior?
I conducted my first longitudinal study actually as an undergraduate, and it was not with human beings, it was with rats. But I then knew I was interested in going on to do developmental psychology. And as a grad student, I worked with Professor Harriet Reingold, who was studying the independence of toddlers, their independent action, and trying to see them as people, not just within the framework of a family relationship. And this was in the 1970s, before there were video cameras. Harriet used to dictate the movements of a toddler in a laboratory playroom and just basically narrate what the child was doing. And my first job was to actually type up those transcripts from audio tapes. And I kept noticing that when she was talking about what the child was doing with the toys and the mother in the room, she kept using words like show and give. And as a grad student, I'd recently done a term paper on cooperation. And so this was a couple of years before people started using the term prosocial. And I just started to see this as a form of sharing. And so in conversations in the lab, we went after that phenomenon in the next set of studies that was funded by Harriet's grant. And we started looking at 18-month-olds' spontaneous offering of toys, showing things they found of interest, and a kind of early form of cooperative play with their parents. So that was how I got interested in prosocial behavior, and it's probably worth saying I got interested in prosocial behavior first. And then I did a postdoc at the University of Waterloo, and I had the good fortune to work with Professor Hildy Ross on a study of peer interaction, which you could call a short-term longitudinal study. It just took place over the course of a week, where two families came in, the children played together for 3 days, and on the fourth day, they switched partners. For half the sample, they switched partners, and half stayed with the same family. And what we noticed there, and just leaped to our interest, was conflict, disagreements, nonverbal disagreements between these 21-month-old children. And that eventually led to an interest in aggression. But the first thing that was of interest there was that aggression was very rare, kind of shocking when it occurred. And yet conflicts were often verbal or simply a nonverbal resistance to whatever the other child wanted. And so it gave us a real sense of the complexity of social interaction that might contain both sharing and conflict in the same 25-minute period.
So you've been interested in this topic, it sounds like, from the origin of your career to start with.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. That's really interesting. Thank you for watching this video on the monograph issue, Prosocial and Aggressive Behavior, a Longitudinal Study, by Hay, Payne, Para, Cook, Hashmi, Robinson, Karras, and Slade. If you liked this video, consider watching our Monograph Matters playlist. For additional resources related to this and other issues of the monographs of the Society for Research in Child Development, please visit monographmatters.srcd.org.